carried the guilt that our last interaction had ended with a shout and a slammed door. The memory of him standing in front of the bedroom door at 5 in the morning, not daring to come in, haunted me. But everything changed today at 6:04 a.m. Checking my phone, I saw an impossible notification. A voicemail from Marcos's number. At first, I thought it was a system error, one of those technical glitches that happen with servers, but when I pressed play, my husband's voice filled the room. It was 4 minutes and 12 seconds long. Marcos was apologizing. He said the fight had been both our faults, but that the coldness at the end was his responsibility. He confessed that he stopped in front of my door before leaving because he was afraid I was still angry, and that this fear was stronger than his desire to go inside. He told me he loved me with that simple simplicity of his that needed no embellishment. Up to that point, the message was the miracle I needed to heal. But at 2:40, Marcos mentioned something that chilled me to the bone. A bank transaction. He said he had just seen the bank notification about a process I had initiated that same Monday afternoon and that he agreed with the idea. The problem is that the bank sent me an email that same night informing me that the system had crashed and that the notification for Marcos was never sent. It was scheduled for the next day, after he had already passed away. If Marcos knew about the transaction in that message, it wasn't because of a bank alert. It was because someone told him that night, between our argument and his death. Someone he spoke to while I was asleep. I checked the audio file's metadata. The message wasn't recorded on Monday at 11 p.m. as I had thought. It was recorded this morning at 6:02, just 2 minutes before it reached my phone. Someone was using Marcos's phone, someone who knew my secrets, my voice, and the private matters only I knew. In the call log, I saw an unknown number that Marcos's phone called before sending me the audio. When I dialed, a man answered with a calm voice that left me paralyzed. "Elena, I knew you were going to call," the stranger said. "I need to tell you what Marcos asked me to do the night before he died. There are things he wanted you to know that he couldn't tell you, and there are details about the accident that the police closed too quickly." At that moment, I understood that Marcos's death wasn't the end of the story, but the beginning of a labyrinth. Someone had impersonated his voice with terrifying perfection to guide me toward a truth that Marcos took to his grave. Now I prepare to meet with that man, knowing that my life will never be the same.